Okay. And what are the duties of our officers who are up on the mountain right now?
Right now, because of the increased presence up there with vehicles, protectors, visitors, all of those issues, we've actually tasked those officers with doing traffic enforcement from the entire route of the Daniel K. Inouye Highway, from the 190 boundary on the South Kohala side to the Mauna City boundary on the Hilo side.
Wow. So how many officers are up there right now?
In excess of 20, 25. I'm not going to give exact numbers on tactically what officers are available.
Okay.
There were signs on the road now, a lot of signs, new signs. Does that come out of our Public Works Department?
I'm not sure if it was state or our county Public Works that put it up. I do know that we are incurring costs, but this includes what's been paid. I can only pick up what's been posted. So their costs will probably continue to, there'll be other costs.
Yeah, so it's possible that our Public Works was involved with putting the signs up. Or was it the state workers?
I didn't specifically ask them.
Yeah. So, because now when, Chief, with no disrespect, but the traffic enforcement, I think, when we look at the signs, it says no standing, no stopping. It has a whole list of things on there, and it's like that. We're creating these things to cause more work for the officers up there to create enforcement of some kind.
The enforcement that I spoke of is nothing to do with the signs that were posted, I believe, yesterday. Those are signs.
So who's enforcing the signs?
As far as this DOT, Department of Transportation, is one that erected those signs yesterday.
Okay, so our police officers are not enforcing those signs. So if they see somebody standing over...
The enforcement that we've been doing is what we normally enforce on any given street in the county. Speeding, reckless driving, and the whole reason for it is an increased police presence in that area because of the amount of people that are there. There were two very bad accidents that occurred last month, towards the ending part of the month. One involved one of the protectors going up to work or going up there in the morning, ran off the road. Another one involved a vehicle that was stolen from Kona, coming from the Kona side, that ran off the road. So recognizing that this is a danger, we increased our presence. And like anyone knows, you put a blue light out there, you put them on the street, people are going to start slowing down. People are going to recognize what's going on.
Right. Okay, so good to hear that they're not just putting signs up there for you guys to start enforcing that and causing more. I don't know what the reason for that, the whole no standing, no stopping.
The enforcement we're doing is not targeting any one group. It's running the gambit from Highway 190 all the way to the Mauna City Junction. And I know there's social media that's out there that's portraying the officers as saying they're targeting people with Hawaiian flags. That is totally not true.
Okay, yeah.
If that was happened, somebody would be targeting one of my daughters. She's running around with a flag. So that is not going to happen.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because I've been up there, and I was very, very pleased about the law and order that they themselves, keep themselves in check with. They call it kapu aloha, and I have a great respect for that. While I don't agree that we should be all full force up there with the police force, because I think, like I said, they're very organized, and the need. I just was bothered by adding those signs up there and having more officers up there to enforce. And my concern was we're putting things there to enforce more, which is a little awkward, because I don't know what the state is trying to prove with that, because even when I went up there, they were so far off the road. But to put no standing and no stopping was kind of like ridiculous, because if my car broke down over there and I have to stand on the road, I mean, or stop, it's just, I don't know. It just bothered me that we're like creating this abuse of power or something by those signs. So I'm just saying how I feel about it. So I'm glad to hear that you're not sending your officers up there to enforce those signs, because I think those signs are ridiculous. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I'll yield at this time, Madam Chair.
So, with those new signs that say no standing, stopping, parking, unloading, or loading, and with no state entity to enforce that, is that going to fall on our police department to enforce people stopping, standing, parking, loading, or unloading on the side of a state highway?
The straight answer would be yes, it would fall upon us.
And then what would that be? Sorry, like that's just a straight ticket, $100, or what's the deal? Moving violation.
It's been a while since I've issued citations. I don't know actually the fines on the parking, but it's not a moving violation. As far as the signage that is out there would be an educational portion where the public would need to be told, okay, from this point forward, no parking is in this area, no stopping in this area. When they say no standing, that means a vehicle standing, not someone standing on the roadway. After that educational portion, then you would end up with having citations being issued. This would be parking citations. These are not moving violations. These would all carry a fine. And like I said, I'm not really sure what the fines are at this point. I haven't issued a citation in several years. Now, as far as parking off of the shoulder, away from the signs, there is, like if you have parking on Highway 130, say, where you have a shoulder and then you have private property or state property, grassy area on the side. If the vehicle is off the pavement, that is not an enforceable parking area. Same thing would hold true for the Saddle Road.
So if they go past the signs, what is the shoulder? About 10 foot off the white line?
Off the top of my head, I wouldn't be able to tell you what the curtilage is over there.
So if they can get their car off of that 10-foot shoulder, 12-foot shoulder, they would no longer be in a finable area or an enforceable
area? That would
area?
be my understanding of what the law reads.
That's
if you look at Coelho Street, there's no parking and there's a paved shoulder on Coelho Street right in front of the college. People would park in the grassy area to get away from having to be sighted on the pavement.
Okay. I appreciate that.